Hi everyone, so today, I'm going to actually make chicken stir fry with hoisin sauce. I'm cheating, I'm using a sauce because I've just got back from yoga, so I'm trying to rush it all in. It's, about 7:45, so I'm a little bit late, but before I went out, in fact the day before, can you see? I actually marinated some chicken in some hoisin sauce and a bit of olive oil, so I'm just going to quickly chop up some vegetables. I'm going to boil some water for some noodles, and then I'm going to get cooking. Okay, so I've got the noodles on. Hopefully you can see that, and then it looks nearly ready. And I've got the chicken just cooking here. Just going to whack the heat up a little bit. Last time I did this, I set the smoke alarm off, so let's hope we don't do the same thing again. So I'm cooking off the chicken in the sauce that I've marinated it in. So it had olive oil mixed in, because that way I can just bung it straight into the pan when I got back. And actually the time is 20 to 8. It was actually probably about just gone past, so that probably took me I don't know, about 5 minutes to quickly put the noodles on, chop up some veg. You see I've chopped up some veg, peppers and onions. So just to say that you can do some nice fresh food even if you are out and about doing stuff. Okay, so quickly cooking this chicken up, just making sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Hopefully you can see that. I'll pop the light on. There you go. That might help, you see. It looks like the noodles are done, so I'm actually going to turn that off. Okay, I'm going to turn this down a little bit now, and I'm going to add the veg and I'm going to finish cooking it off. Okay, so that's cooking away nicely on low heat, you see. Yep. And as I'm really hungry, I've quickly made up in here some semolina, that's cinnamon in the top, just floating around. Let's do a time check. It's now 7:45. So that whole lot has taken me to prepare just 15 minutes. Or in fact less than that, because I say I was back, wasn't I, just before 7:30. So yeah, I don't know, maybe say 12 minutes. That's pretty good going, really. So I'm just going to cook this down, and then hopefully the stir fry will be ready. Okay, so that's now 10 to 8. Dinner's ready. I'm going to eat that, and semolina's cooked, so there should be 2 portions there, so I can shove some in the fridge and have some tomorrow. Job done. Hello, so I'm back now doing another quick meal. This week is quick meal week. So I started at 5:40, it's now 5:46. So it's taken me all that time just to fill up a saucepan, boil some water, put some spaghetti in it, put a pan on, chop some onion. Right, okay, so what I'm making today is mushroom pasta. I've got this large mushroom that I had from the dish that I made last week actually. And so I've just chopped some red onion up, it's here. Oh, can you see it? There you go. It's ready to go in the pan, so I'm just going to turn the heat down slightly and chuck that in. There you go, sizzling away. So I'm going to stir that for a little bit, cook that for a couple of minutes, let's say, and then I'm going to add some garlic in. I'm going to chop the mushroom up, and then I've got some chilli seeds to go in. I don't think I've got any raw chilies. Quite often it's a good tip to shove some chilies in the freezer. Don't think I've got any, so I'm just going to use dry chili seeds. And then I'll also use some cheese to go with it. Okay, so the onions are cooking down nicely. You see them in the pan there, looking good. Mushrooms all chopped up. I've just sliced them thinly so they'll cook quicker, mainly because I think that pasta's not going to be long off done. So I'm just putting the garlic in now. Ooh. Trying to get it everywhere. Give that a bit of a stir around. Okay, and then just leave that for a bit. Okay, so you can see the onions are kind of going quite see-through. Can you see that? So I've shoved in the chili flakes, and now I'm going to put the mushrooms in as well. In the meantime, I have grated some cheese to go in with it as well. Can you see that there? So I It's in a bowl. I tend to put it in the bowl that I'm going to have the pasta out of to save washing up. And the time now is 5:52. So not doing too badly at all. Okay, so I've cooked all that down and then I've just literally, you see, popped it in the saucepan from the frying pan. With the pasta, which I've drained off, and it's got a bit of water in it. So I'm just going to mix that in now. You see what I'm doing? There we are. I've got the light on, that might help. Okay. And now what I've done is I've separated the cheese. I've got half on the board there. I'm going to put the cheese that's in here in there. Okay, and then I'm going to mix it all in. And then I'm going to put which is what I'm doing now, and I'm going to put the cheese that I've left on the chopping board on top of the pasta. And it is, okay, 5:56. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to add some pepper to the dish. Like pepper, so loads of pepper. And I'm going to pop the cheese on top. And there we go. That's finished. And that's now 5:58. Job done. Hey everyone, so welcome to Cook with Catherine. Now it is, let's have a look. Here we are. 12:30 Saturday morning. I'm cutting it a little bit fine. Doing some lunch here just because it's been a completely crazy weekend. So I'm doing the broccoli pasta. Oops, something's just bubbling over here. Let's quickly just sort that out. I'm doing the right. I'm doing the broccoli pasta from Jamie Oliver's book today, 15-minute book. Yeah, so I've got that going. Obviously, as it being me, I'm not doing it exactly the way it says in the book. I've got here, can you see I've got the spaghetti. He doesn't say to use spaghetti, but I'm just going to use that, and broccoli cooking together. And I'm going to do everything else separately. So first of all, I'm going to just cook the pine nuts in a pan. So I'm just going to get on with that now. Okay, so I've got if you can see, garlic and pine nuts just toasting there quite nicely. I'm going to chop up an anchovy, which I've just taken one out of the tin because I think that'd be enough. I'm going to chop that up and I'm going to bung that into the pan. I'm going to chop up some basil as well and chuck in some crushed chilies and then maybe mix in a bit of parmesan. And then what do I do with the lemon? Let's have a little look. I'll work out what I do with the lemon. So as you can see, I've got everything cooking away quite nicely. That's the pine nuts and the parmesan, basil, chilli, anchovies, all cooking away in there. The broccoli is now ready, so I'm going to take that out of the pan and just quickly bring it in there. Okay, yeah, so Jamie said blitz up the broccoli and everything in a liquidizer, but I'm all about not having too much washing up. So what I've done with this is I've just literally got this, see, bashed out all the broccoli, and it's had exactly the same side effect. Okay, so now I've just added the spaghetti into the pan. And I'm just giving it all a good kind of coating to make sure it's all covered completely in the sauce, like so. And then what I'll do is I'll put some black pepper on the top and put it in a bowl and put some parmesan. And that's it, it's done. And it is, I'll show you the time. Okay, so that's taken me 12 minutes.